Yes, hello, Greg Driscoll here, Instanet Solutions. As part of our Instanet Forms plus DocBox Pro How Do I series, this segment, how do I start a new transaction file? So from our home page, attached to this home tab, the home page of our Instanet Forms plus DocBox Pro home page, we're going to click on Start a New Transaction. From the top selection here, Start a New Transaction. Clicking on that option is going to launch our Start a New Transaction page. We'll give this transaction a name. This is the only required field. This is the loneliest asterisk in Instanet Forms plus DocBox. This is the only asterisk you will find. The only required field is to give your file a name. Type in your file name, give it the unique identifiers that's going to help you identify this file from any other within your transaction files within your Instanet Forms plus DocBox account. So I'm going to add in the appropriate name here. Again, give this file the name that's going to help you identify it. It is a free form text field. You can type in the file name that is going to be appropriate for your office file naming structure or your business practice file naming structure. So again, free form text, type in the name that is going to help you identify this new transaction. We're also going to choose a type. It's not required, but we are going to choose the type of transaction. In this case, we'll call this one a residential listing. These commercial lease listing and sale, as well as residential lease listing and sale, are system values. Every user of Instanet Forms plus DocBox Pro sees these system choices. You can create custom choices by adding transaction types directly to your Instanet Forms plus DocBox Pro account. So we're going to select that residential listing. There are some additional options when starting a file. We can import from MLS if those features are integrated into our account. We can start a new file from an existing file or from a template. For this example, we are starting a new file from scratch. We are using the transaction wizard to walk through the steps of adding detail to our new transaction file. We are being designated as the listing agent because we have selected a residential listing transaction type. We could switch this to selling agent, neither, or perhaps both. We have the option to switch the side of the transaction that will be working, but by default, because we chose residential listing, we will be the listing agent. I'm going to select that action. I'm going to click on Start Transaction. I'm going to start my new transaction file. We're going to walk through the wizard to add detail to our new transaction files. Well, what type of detail? Property information, transaction dates and contacts, forms, documents, and sharing. These are the steps of the wizard to add detail to our new transaction. The detail that we add, property information, transaction dates, and contacts. This detail will autofill the forms and contracts that we have attached or that we attach or add to this new transaction. But as part of this How Do I series, Start a Transaction, I want to thank you for joining me. How do I start a new transaction file? And until we webinar again, I hope you have a tremendous, tremendous day.